Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have a tournament finals. The winner of this will be winning 3 secret rare first ed triple tactic talents, which is worth roughly $200. Also, shout out to Dragon Riders Game. They are the ones that hosted this tournament, so make sure to go check out their Facebook page down below in the description if you want to play in anything like this. And let's hop right in. So we're going to see Toast versus 24K, and then we will go ahead, see playing for place of the talents, and then we're going to see 24 win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they will decide to go first. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Meltdown, Alistair, Meltdown, Prosperity, Nadir Servant. So no going second cards here. And opens up 3 Alistair. They have Droplet, Field Spell, Pranks, Talents, and Roxy's. Okay, so I mean, it's probably good that they didn't open up a hand trap. I don't know, well, they didn't open up a hand trap, so we're not going to go over it. But it's depending on what hand trap it is, it could have just been bad for them. Go search out Wind. And they said anything on res, nope, no draw. And then activate Pranks. They're going to discard, summon out a token. So discard Roxy's, summon token. Then normal summon Wind, get rid of those, and this will go ahead and go into Doodle. Then they're going to activate Doodle 2, win 1. So they're going to search out the fusion spell, and then dump fusion spell, summon water. And then they are going to activate Doodle effect to tribute and add back Roxy's and win. Okay. So they're going to link off water for Meow, and then water effect, gang 1,000, special summon out from the deck. That's going to summon out the Roxy's. And then they're going to go ahead and get rid of those, go for Bow Wow, Roxy's effect, banish, draw, special, draws into fusion spells, summon out fire. So we actually haven't seen a hand trap in their list yet. They could just be playing these cards that are good at going second. We did see this back when it was Print Kid and Tri Brigade, Print Kid Tri Brigade format not long ago. We saw people decide to not play hand traps and just play the going second cards. Now move to end phase, Pranks, shuffle back and draw. Do they put back Meow? They do put back Meow. Okay. Draws fusion spell. Wow, that's a lot of fusion spell. Pass, draws Dasher, unfortunate draw. Then they're going to move to main phase. Go ahead, activate Prosperity, banishing 6, looking at those. Nothing crazy here. You know, Omega's completely standard in the extra deck now. Then look at the top 6. And we're going to go ahead. Oh, Harpies. Ooh, Droplet. Ooh, good cards, good cards. So they're going to go ahead and grab the Harpies there. And then put the rest back to the bottom of the deck. So now Harpies can, be activated here. And then they're going to chain fusion spell. Then no response to that. So now they can chain Bow Wow. Bow Wow will tribute Elf to go ahead and add back. So add back water and add back Roxy's. They definitely don't go for Battle Bowler here. Yeah, they go for Weather Washer. Oh, all those just get wiped out there. The Harpies Feather Duster, kinda nice there. Go ahead, dump special, and then they still have to resolve the Roxy's, yeah. Draws Ash Blossom. Oh, that's an insane draw off Roxy's. And then they're gonna activate Meltdown. Oh, but they already have Alistair. Might be oh, that plays in the draw, but draw would have had to have been drawn off of the Roxy's, because otherwise draw would have just been used earlier on after Prosperity resolved. So then they go ahead and Meltdown. That baits an Ash Blossom, and they just normal summon out Alistair anyways. Go search Invocation. And then get rid of Alistair for Amirage, then the Secure Gardener. Activate Invocation to banish the Alistair. And it's a big think, doesn't this just go for Makaba? Or are they thinking about like Purgatrio? It is only half damage also, which is definitely something that you have to like think about. But they're gonna go ahead and summon out Makaba by banishing Secure and Alistair, then Invocation effect. In response, they're gonna chain Weather Washer, and then targets. Then they're gonna chain Makaba to stop this. So, you know, they do have to get rid of Dasher, which means no Fusion Destiny. But that's fine. You don't want them getting back 2 bodies, and like they can't be destroyed by battles, so like that's a problem. And they can't be destroyed by card effects because the Bow Wow that you used earlier. And then activate Natter's Servant. Natter's Servant, send to App Cologne to add the Ecclesia, and then activate App Cologne effect. App Cologne will now go search out Schism, and then discard Alistair, special out Ecclesia. Then they're going to activate the Ecclesia to go search Punishment. Then Battle Phase, what do I know in hand? They know nothing. This was drawn at the end phase, and this is obviously like just a hard drawn card. Then they're going to set 2, pass, draw Droplet. They do have the Meow, but I mean the Droplet does do something. The Droplet does indeed do something here. It's not a bad draw at all. It's a rather good draw actually. Go ahead, Schism, banish, go for Winda, then burn for 500, summon out Wind. Anything on res? They said nope. So now they're going to activate Droplet, getting rid of Fusion Spell. Said any response. I'm thinking on Droplet. So they let this resolve, and then on resolution, they're going to activate Punishment, send Elder, just double pop both. They do have talents now, which, you know, they're going to activate here, and then Makaba will just negate that. It's like no reason not to. Well, I guess it's like, what do they really draw into here that does anything? Like, one Prank Kid doesn't do anything. One Prank Kid doesn't, like... Huh. Do you actually just, like, let this resolve? Was this incorrect to negate? I mean, putting your opponent on 0 cards feels really good. But I guess they could draw, like... They could draw Instant Fusion, but it's like Instant Fusion also could just get negated by Makaba. And then they would have to like draw good for you to negate, but then you still have Meltdown. Alright, fair enough. So they go ahead, decide to negate. Does get banished, draws Imperm. Not really a good draw. Not like a bad draw though. I mean, at least it wasn't like, I don't know, even like Celestial actually would have just been better. Or even like a Fusion Destiny, because you'd have like better Makaba negates. They draw Imperm. So the Makaba, like the Imperm does protect Winda from Imperm, draws Mystic Mine. And then they're going to go ahead, Battle Phase. You know, Winda can't attack directly because of Schism. And then pass, draw Desires. And then go ahead, goes to main phase, Imperm on Makaba. Okay, now let's see. What does Desires get here? Because they have to be able to beat Winda in play, so it's literally like they have to have like Instant Fusion. They didn't banish Instant Fusion. Oh, okay. Oh, I was like they got half the puzzle, something to stop Winda, but yeah, they're gonna go ahead and Imperm Winda. And then just submit defeat. So moving on into game 2 now. We are going to see Prank Kids decide to go first. Opening hands. We have Nib, Meltdown, Imperm, Droplet, Invocation. I wonder if they play multiple of these or not. Or have multiples in their deck game 2 or not. And then they have Draw, Field Spell, Fusion Spell, Instant Fusion, and Fire. So they're going to go ahead. Activate Field Spell. Field Spell goes Search. You know, you can't complain with a hand like this. You definitely can't. Like, if you're going first and your hand plays through, like, Ash Blossom, then it's, like, a good enough hand. And then activate Instant Fusion, pay 1,000, summon out Rocket Ride. So this is going to allow them to chain block. Go for Doodle, and then activate the effects. Chain Imperm on the Doodle to stop that. So now they're going to dump, summon water, and then get rid of those for Doodle, and then water effects. So at any point now they can get hit with Nib. That's going to summon out Roxy's. They got to gain their 1,000. And then they're going to activate Nib here. Like, if you chain Fusion Spell, what do you get out of this? Right? Because you Fusion, like, the 2 away. You would have to get rid of Roxy's Fire. Summon out, like, a random body. It gets tributed by Nib, and then you get Roxy's Fire effect. And that lets you end on, like... Ooh, no, it wouldn't be that great. Because you've used every other... You would have used every effect after that to get the 2 bodies on board. So you'd have, what, like, Bow Wow Pass? Or... I guess it would depend on Roxy's draw exactly what you would do. But they're going to activate. They're going to get rid of Fire and Doodle. Okay. I don't think this actually does anything, though. Summon out Rocket Ride. Summon Nib. Pass over a token. And then Fire effect. Burn for 500. I think they just played this wrong, right? Because they just pass here now. They can't go for this because they're locked in the Prank Kids. I think Toast is probably about to say something about it. Or... Oh, they actually realized it. They go ahead and admit defeat, say GG, and then say, like, you know, Fusion Spell, you can't do this. And then, yup, GG's. Maybe you'll get it next time. Alright. Fair enough. So, definitely a mishap from them. Oh, I wonder what they would have drawn. I mean, the Alistair deck was definitely ahead here. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, activate Meltdown, go search Alistair, get hit with Droll. Well, they wouldn't have had Droll if they did that combo. But, I mean, they still had, like, a body plus Alistair. So, like, this was going to be, like, at minimum, like a Makaba Anaconda. And they also have, like, Droplet. They have their top deck. Like, Invoked was definitely ahead here still, even if they did play this right. But, you know, we'll just never know what the draw off of Roxy's could have been. You know, maybe like a Talent Straw 2 into a Desire Straw 2, you know, something crazy like that. But seeing how long the match was, it felt pretty short. Yeah, the match was only 22 minutes long. We are going to see Toast win 2-0 here over Prank Kids. And with that being said, make sure to go check out Dragon Riders Games Facebook page down below in the description to play in future tournaments like this. And the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.